All right, let's talk about a real linguistic minefield, the town names in Massachusetts. Seriously, if you've ever looked at a map of the Bay State and just thought there is no way that's said how it's spelled, well, you're in exactly the right place. So let's make this a little challenge, shall we? We're going to throw a few of the absolute toughest names up on the screen. Let's see if you can crack the code. You ready to give it a shot? Okay, here we go, starting with two absolute classics. Just look at these. Your brain, my brain, everyone's brain wants to say every single letter. But that, my friend, is the first trap. The spelling is basically lying to you, and we're about to figure out why. So our first big clue in solving this whole puzzle actually takes us across the pond, all the way back to England. You see, a ton of these names were just straight up imported, and they brought all their weird pronunciation rules with them. How are you saying that in your head? Leicester? Leicester? Go ahead. Lock in your final answer. And the correct answer is Leicester. That's it. Just Leicester. All of that ice stuff in the middle, gone. It just completely vanishes. It's a classic case of the letters just being there for decoration. So why in the world is it Leicester? Well, it's pretty simple actually. The pronunciation came directly from its namesake city in England, where they also dropped the ice. The colonists just brought the name and its quirky sound right over with them. All right, feeling a little more confident now? Let's try another big one from England. This one gets pretty much everyone who isn't from around here. Go on, say it out loud. What'd you get? If you said something like Worcester, you absolutely nailed it. It's not Worcester or anything close to that, just Worcester. It's kind of wild how much of that word just gets erased when you say it, isn't it? And this really gets to the heart of our first clue. The spelling is like a fossil from the past, but the way people actually speak has been smoothed out over hundreds of years. It is, without a doubt, the #1 trap for any tourist trying to ask for directions. Okay, for clue number 2, we are leaving England behind and we're digging way, way deeper into the history of the land itself. See, not all these names came over on a boat. A lot of them are actually echoes from the region's original inhabitants. Take a look at this one. You see it on a mountain, a ski resort, a reservoir. But how on earth do you say it? This one plays by a completely different set of rules than those English names. If you're local, you say Wachusett. The key here is that chew sound. It's a clear chew. It's got this rhythm to it that's totally different from those clipped English names we just looked at. Let's try another one from the same family. This name also comes from the land's original languages. So, any guesses where the emphasis, the main punch of the word, is going to go? You say it Watatic. See how the stress is right there in the middle? It has a totally distinct flow that sets it apart from the others. And this is what's so cool about these names. They aren't just random sounds. They're packed with meaning. So when you say the name the right way, you're actually connecting with the really deep history of the area. Now, just when you think you've got it all figured out, with the English rules and the Native American roots, Massachusetts throws you a few curveballs. These are the red herrings, the names that just follow their own weird hyperlocal logic. Now, based on what we just learned from Worcester and Leicester, you might think you know what to do with that Minster ending. But what about the first part? Leo, right? Nope, it's Leominster. The O just decides not to show up for work. There's no big historical reason for it. It's just one of those local things that makes a place unique. If you say Leominster, you're going to get a very polite but a very quick correction. At first glance, this one looks pretty straightforward. Woburn, right? But again, that's not how the locals do it. It's Woburn. That first syllable rhymes with boo or to. It totally changes the feel of the word. It's such a small thing, but it's that kind of tiny detail that instantly tells you who's a local and who's just visiting. So let's put it all together. Here it is, your official cheat sheet. The confusing spelling on the left and the true local sound on the right. Go ahead, take a screenshot of this. It's your survival guide to navigating Massachusetts like you've lived there your whole life. And that pretty much wraps us up. We've seen that behind every one of these strange pronunciations, there's a whole story. A history of English settlers, of Native American languages, and sometimes just plain old local habits. Which gets me thinking, every single place has one of these words. What's the most butchered town or street name where you're from? Let us know.